Welcome guys. Welcome to the channel of BetterFLY. And today I want to share with you very beautiful and cozy and different atmosphere than usually. Because now is after 2 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning, and I got so much inspired to talk about this topic. What does it mean to be a highly sensitive person and how to deal with that sensitivity? And I got this inspiration because I experienced it myself. Actually, I'm still experiencing it. That's how it happened. Today I was in the birthday party of two of my friends. Very good friends, very fun party, loads of good energy, dances, salsa, Cuban, reggaeton, bachata, and everything was fine until I came back home. Actually, until I left the party. And everything just changed. And I started feeling, first of all, a huge dose of anger, but so much. Then that anger turned into very deep sadness and feeling of emptiness. And there is no reason for that at all. Nothing like that happened in my life that would cause me to feel this way. And also I turned my nose up into the sky today, and it's very close to a full moon. We have a full moon this Sunday, so it means one day later, but the effect is feelable, let's say like that. So in this video I will share with you guys, based on my own experience, practical experience, and the same what I hear from other people, what does it mean to be a highly sensitive person and how to deal with that sensitivity. So keep watching. So first characteristic, what it means to be a highly sensitive person. It means growing up in the family dynamic when one of parents is overly emotional, too emotional and disbalanced in emotions, while another one doesn't know how to express vulnerable emotions. So that's what it means to be a highly sensitive person, because those people grew up in such families where they learned that it's not safe to express vulnerable emotions, and at the same time it's not okay express anger, sadness, or any other negative emotion, because it will not be validated. So those kids learn to mimic their parents because they learn it. Second thing, what it means to be a highly sensitive person. It's that feeling along the way in life, from very, very early stage, that you don't fit into an environment where you are. It starts probably with primary school. I didn't go to the kindergarten, so I don't know how with that, but I remember myself that I felt like I'm not fitting from very first grade. And no, it wasn't just because of my look, how I look, but it was more about my interests. And that feeling that you don't fit in any environment follows from primary school to high school, from high school to university, from university to outside of university, and then the story goes on until life teaches you why you don't fit. So basically, especially in puberty, when your friends, your mates are going out to party, to drink, for clubbing, when you hear such talks as from ladies, if you're a lady, about the manicure, about guys, about fashion, Hollywood news, nothing like that interests you. Opposite, it feels like it's cheap talks, and that you don't want to talk about it because you don't feel and you don't see any meaning in that. So you just don't waste time for meaningless topics, but still that very strange guilt and shame feeling follows, and sadness probably, I would say, that you want to fit, but you just can't. Like, you want to be normal, but it doesn't go that way. So yeah, usually when during puberty mates are having traditional regular experience, you basically stay more within yourself, spend more time within yourself, and you feel comfortable in doing that. And activities most likely are curiosity about different topics like psychology, philosophy. For me, it was everything about mysticism, like hidden cults, lost religions, different religions, unknown facts about wars, historical wars, and like mystic cults and such, like astrology, numerology, everything what you can imagine. So basically, I was finding fun in such activities more than going clubbing, drinking, and so on. So later on, what it means to be a highly sensitive person is that you feel feelings of other people, and you don't understand it until you don't know about yourself, who you are and how you are. You tend to have depression after depression, because you like sponge, you absorb all energies around you, and not even around you, even energies that are 1,000 kilometers away from you. So, and you think this is your feelings, and you go through all of that, when basically it's not yours. Not always, I would say. But yeah, you know that feeling when you come into the room, into the space, into some event, party, and you feel the general atmosphere. And it's not only what you see, but it's what you feel. Because so many times for me happened that my eyes see very nice, happy, fun party, but it feels so low that something is off. And the same so many times happened for me. The stories, how I was picking up feelings and emotions of the person that was more than 1,000 kilometers away from me. It's my mom. When she was feeling very bad, and one time was hilarious, I felt all of that in all possible body sensations. For example, I was in my Erasmus in Lisbon. I had an amazing, great time partying with different people, finally feeling like I'm kind of fitting in, not still completely, but I like the sense of freedom, so I used that. But after that party, I came back home and I started crying, hysterically crying, like, when you lose your breathing, when you lose your breath, and it's like panic crying. So yeah, I had that experience, and during the cry, all my thoughts were spinning about her, about my mom, and I couldn't understand why, but I knew, I sensed it, that it's something out of limits, that it's not normal. What back then didn't look like normal. Now I see it as very normal. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So basically what I was feeling, next morning I called her and I asked her what happened, because I couldn't stop crying and thinking about her. And she was in shock and told me that she cried her eyes out all day, all night, and she couldn't fall asleep because she experienced the biggest trauma probably in her life, biggest disappointment. And yeah, and such proofs I had so many times when I felt I was picking up feelings and emotions of other people who were in huge distance from me. The same as my mom learned when I was in a relationship and when I had struggles, emotional struggles in it. She always used to call me, "Hey Lily, I feel that you don't feel okay. What happened?" And it was the call immediately the day after we had a fight, or actually a fight, let's say. So yeah, such things are real and it exists. Feelings are energy, and we people are connected by energy regardless the distance. So highly sensitive people are picking up emotions of other people like sponges. They are observing, and if they're not aware, they personalize it as their own and internalize it. And then it messes up with their mind that starts thinking that something is wrong with them, when basically probably only 10% that was wrong with them. So I'm sharing with you this info because that's exactly what I feel happened with me this night when I came back after the party, very awesome party. And I have a clue what happened emotionally, because I went there with one friend who shared with me his experience of last few days, how he's learning to express negative emotions and especially anger, and now he's going through such situations in life when it triggers him, and he's learning how not to suppress it, but how to express it and how to live that emotion, live that feeling, and that's how it goes away. So I think I took over his emotion of that anger, because when I just came back home, I was boiling from anger. I can't even tell you how badly it felt. But then after some time, that anger changed into deep, empty sadness. And this experience is really overwhelming, especially when you understand that you don't have any reason to feel this way. And first, what I wanted to advise how to deal with this issue of highly sensitivity was to protect your energy, like different techniques and so on. But when I sat with myself before I started doing this video, I thought that lately I'm just doing this, protecting myself from other people, from other energies, protecting my body, my physical environment, my spiritual environment, protecting my energy. And I felt like I'm fed up of protection. Because as more you protect yourself, as more you close down yourself, as more you guard yourself, and as more your heart chakra closes. And yet now I'm expressing all of those emotions, and the tip I want to share with you now, how to deal with that highly sensitivity, is just feel it. Whatever it comes. Because we humans, we are created with different kind of emotions, and positive and negative. So why are we trained by our parents, by our environment, that it's not okay to express and to feel negative emotions? You know that also one symptom that highly sensitive people have is good girls, good boys syndrome, psychologically talking. That we were trained to be a good person, and religion supported it as well. That, be good to others, do good to others, don't disappoint others, don't make others feel bad. And because we saw our parents doing this, one of parents doing this, never expressing negative emotions, we learned that. So that's how highly sensitive people also have tendency, and it's not even a tendency, it's like 100% characteristic, people pleasing, until they learn how not to do it. But what I want to say is that how to deal with highly sensitivity is accept it. Accept all emotions that come to you, even if you understand that it's not your emotion, that you absorb it. Don't run from it. Don't run from it, because the moment you start running and protecting yourself, like shielding yourself, you put resistance. And next time comes, it will hunt you. Next time comes, it will hunt you. It's just temporary runaway. But what if you accept and you feel that feeling? Because we are meant to feel all feelings. And also another tip, what I really want to give is meditate. During meditation, feel those feelings, accept it, and imagine that you bring the light on those feelings. Take all of the resources of love within you and shine that energy of love on everything what you feel. Love your negative feelings. Love everything what comes to you, into you, when it comes to feelings. And as more highly sensitive people would do this, would practice meditation when they start feeling that they are observing the emotions of other people, we would heal collectively the others. Because if we are so much connected energetically with each other, imagine if you heal those emotions, if you start loving those emotions, you are already sending that love to those people who are feeling those negative emotions. That's how you spread light. Well, almost finished. So it's time for me to finish video. Okay guys, was very nice and inspirational late night talk. You will see this video during a daylight, of course, but anyway, I hope this video was somehow beneficial to you. And if you are a highly sensitive person, remember, it's okay to feel. And it's very important to recognize when those feelings are not yours. But you can heal those feelings by embracing and accepting it. So that's it. Good night. And by the way, I came back. I forgot to mention one important detail. No, it's not penis.